Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, here we go again for a new challenge question. Oh, forgot. Hope you guys doing okay out there. It's a great 64 degrees here in Arizona, but we got a new challenge this time. I've been charged by Camping with the Kellys to do a this or that challenge questions. Oh, I did one a while back, and it was a 10 question idea. I thought it was pretty cool. This way you guys can get to know who we are, what we all about. And now this or that is what we kind of like. Here out here in this great vast of a desert here. So let's get started. I put these questions here on my phone, but I will put them down in the description below. So let's do it. Number one. Campground or boondocking? It depends. Well, I have boondock before, semi-boondock, but I like campgrounds because now that I have the big rig, TIMROVER, going to a boondocking area, if my tanks get full or if my water runs out, I got to put the 4 slides back in and then drive to a dump station, drive to get water, drive to get LP, and that can be a bit much. But I don't mind boondocking if I'm going to stay a few days, but my preference is a campground or going to maybe a Walmart or something, but I'm staying overnight. But most times the campground, we have full hookups with your water, sewer, your electricity, you name it. So I'll say campground. Next one, number 2, Class A or Towable. I'd rather have a Class A because I always wanted a Class A. This is my second rig, and I just like the Class A's where you can just drive it, go to the bathroom, get something out of the fridge, you name it. So a Class A. I always wanted a diesel as well, but maybe that's down the road. But right now I'm happy with TIMROVER. And that goes into number 3, diesel. I looked into diesels, as you guys have probably seen my videos. I kind of looked at diesels and V10s. Now Ford makes V8s, they don't make V10s anymore. But I was looking into a diesel, then I kind of heard about the different things that needs to be done to a diesel when it's time to get maintenance on it, even the tires, because I bought new tires on the old TIMROVER, and that was almost $5,000. Number 4. Composting or black tank? No, I don't want a composting tank. I just don't, because that tank gets full from the urine to your other debris. It gets full. Now you got to lug that out and go dump that somewhere. Then you have to buy cocoa core. It can be a bit much and a bit daunting. So I'm going to stick with a strictly black tank. I'm used to it and I like it. I think it's cool. But if you like a composting type tank, they have Nature's Head and a few other ones out there, go for it. Number 4, solar or generator? Whoa, that was number 5. Oops. Solar or generator? I never had solar before, so I always have to have generator. I kind of like generators now, and now the newer rigs come with inverters and all that good stuff where you don't have to have the generator constantly running, heading down the road. So I like to have generator. Down the road, I'll get solar. Never know. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned for that one. The next one on the list is slides or no slides. Gotta have slides because it just opens up that space. You just feel like I'm claustrophobic, hate to be enclosed for a long period of time, so I like those slides. And keep this in mind, slides are gonna go out. When I say go out, the motor is gonna go out. Something's gonna go wrong with the slide. So on the previous TIMROVER, I had both motors replaced on both slides just because at one time my super slide, the big one, didn't want to come in. It kept making that like gears rubbing against each other noise. It didn't sound right, so I had to have those motors replaced. And I just think slides are the way to go. So that's a personal choice, but I like them. just remember they're gonna go out, but they're cool. Number 7, 1,000 Trails of KOA. Well, I never had a 1,000 Trails membership, but I do have a KOA membership, and I kind of like the KOAs because my last one that I went to was in Tucson, Arizona, of course, and they had grapefruit, lemons, and orange trees right next to the rig. It was kind of cool to walk outside and see an orange tree and a grapefruit tree and pick a lemon tree on the other side of TIMROVER. That was pretty cool. My choice between 1,000 Trails and KOA, I'm going to go with KOA. Number 8, Harvest Host or Walmart. Well, I'm a Harvest Host member, but I have not kind of stayed at a Walmart yet. So basically, if I'm going to choose between either one of them, I'll choose both. Depends on where I'm located. But Walmart, you can park there free if they allow you to. Most of them are free. And for right now, I'll go with, I like both. Oh, gotta pick one. I'll pick a, it's kind of hard. Doggone it. I'll pick Walmart because it's free. But Harvest Host, if I'm in the area and they have one, sure, no problem. But Walmart, just an overnighter and you're out of there. Number 9, state park or national park. Well, I parked at a state park before, and that's okay. You don't have all the convenience and sometimes that you will have at a campground. Never parked at a national park yet. Getting there, but for right now, those two, I'll go with a state park. Number 10, beach or mountains. Well, I like the mountains myself because I never parked at a beach before because since I'm kind of new, not new to the RV world, but new to just driving around, having a great time, enjoying life, as then after retirement. But my choice will be right now, I like the vast of the mountains because it's nice and serenity. It's pretty cool, it's tranquil. Maybe one day I'll try the beach, but right now, have not tried it, so I'll stick with the mountains. Number 11, propane fire or wood fire. Well, it kind of depends because right now I'm at a wood fire pit that someone left behind, but I do have my LP, and I think I mentioned in my previous video I talked about where you are because sometimes you don't want those embers flying around, but I do like both. I like cooking on a wood fire, I like cooking on propane fire, but depends on where I'm at. For right now, it's going to be an LP. But if I'm out in a vast area like this here where I don't have a lot of bushes around, unlike where I was earlier, then I wouldn't use the wood fire. But I like, I like the LP. It's pretty cool. Just turn it on, have a fire, done, turn it off. Number 12, dogs or cats. I don't have either. No, nor a dog nor a cat. So that's an easy one. Number 13, towable or non-towable. Well, as you can see here, you're going to need a towable vehicle some way, somehow when you're out here. Because I spent many years in the other TIMROVER, and it's no fun when you don't have a towable vehicle. Because once you get to a campground or to where you are, you're basically stuck. Because you have to pack up all that stuff and go somewhere else and do your own thing. Towable, just unhook it and just have a great time and venture out and see other things. But definitely towable. Definitely. Number 14, Bucc-ees or Loves. Well, I never heard of Bucc-ees before until I came out west, but I've been to many, many TAs in Loves, so my choice will be Loves. But I'm going to check out Bucc-ees one day too. Number 15, well, this is a no-brainer. Desert or snow? Well, as you can see, there's a cactus next to me and there's the mountains behind me. I love the desert. I've dealt with snow. It's over. Definitely the desert. Number 16, pull through or back end. I like the back ends better because you have a little bit more privacy. The pull through is you have people in front of you and people in back of you constantly going down some kind of road. So the back ends, to me, is the way to go for right now. But if I'm going to be overnighting somewhere, go to a campground for a few days, I don't mind either or, especially if I don't want to unhook Eugene the Jeep. But I'd rather just do the back ends if I possibly can. Number 17, s'mores or hot dogs. Well, I haven't had a hot dog in a while. I do have hot dogs out of TIMROVER. They're more of an emergency thing, but I'm not really a hot dog person. I will eat them, you know, if they were presented or if I was hungry, just wanted something to munch on. Yeah, I'll do a hot dog. S'mores is a little bit different. I like chocolate, depends on what it is. I'm not a chocolate person when it comes to ice cream. Marshmallows, I like those. I like graham crackers, but I don't like them all mushed together. I'll eat it, but I really don't care for it. I'd rather have them separate. So if my choice, I'll do the hot dogs, because the s'mores, you're gonna have them all together, kind of gooey stuff. That's fine for some folks, but I'm not really a big fan of all three put together. So I'm gonna stick with the hot dogs. Number 18, fishing or hiking. Well, I don't really hike. I try to do some walking, but I love fishing. I love fishing when you can catch the fish, chop the head off, clean it, fry it, eat it right there on the bank. Good stuff. I just love it because that's the way I was raised. We would go fishing and my folks and family would slice the fish up, cook it, and we sit there and eat it.
Lovely. How does one make such delightful cucumber sandwiches?
Frank's Red Hot Sauce, Your Majesty. I put that on everything.
So I'm going to stick with fishing. Don't like waiting to catch them though, but, but I'm going to stick with fishing. Pretty cool rock here. It's kind of cool. This is the kind of rock they have out in the desert. Pretty cool. But get started. Number 19. Camping alone or camping with friends. I can do both, but I like myself. I don't mind camping alone, or I don't mind camping with friends. So I'm going to have a choice of a heads or tails. Heads or tails. I'm going to say camping alone. I'll stick with camping alone, but I don't mind camping with friends as well, because I don't want to be that third wheel out there. So I don't mind camping with friends. But right now, camping alone, I love it. It's pretty cool. Number 20, winter in Florida or winter in Arizona. I like Arizona. I was here before just for a day for a memorial service, and I flew in that one day and I flew back out to Chicago. But I love Arizona. It's just so great, and it's cost effective as well. You can find some cool cheap stuff here. Florida, I never camped in Florida before. Hopefully maybe next year I'll go to Florida, or this year, you just never know. I'll just play it by ear and toss it up like a coin. But in my case, I love here in Arizona. It's awesome, guys. You guys gotta check it out. You gotta check it out. Yeah. 21. Bucc-ee or no Bucc-ee? Well, some of you guys might know what a Bucc-ee is. Basically it's a device where you can filter your water. It's like a canister. I think it comes in 2 parts with a couple of filters, but I don't have any place to put a Bucc-ee. So I have a 3-stage water filter system on TIMROVER. I kind of like that better. It's clean water, it's drinkable water, and I have no problem with that. But a Bucc-ee, I just have a place for it. So in my case, it's going to be no Bucc-ee. Number 22, this is going to be this is going to be an easy one for me. Washer and dryer or laundromat. That was one of the things that I wanted on the next TIMROVER, was a washer and dryer. And oh my goodness, it's a godsend. But if I have to go and wash something heavy, I'll go to the laundromat. But in my case, I got to have a washer and dryer. Number 23, the air fryer or a Instapot. I have 2 Instapots, and if I decide to get an air fryer down the road, one of the Instapots got to go. Can't have all 3 of them, or even 2 Instapots. One of them got to go. But that's what happens when you have a rig. You have to get rid of something to bring something else in. So right now, I'm going to stick with the Instapot. Number 24, planner or spontaneous. I have to get out of that planning stage because that's the way of my career, that I kind of planned everything out. But spontaneous can be pretty cool too. But for right now, I'm still on that side of planning. So I like to plan things out and just methodically have those set out. Sometimes they don't go right, but I'll do my best with planning. Spontaneity is always cool too, but planning is for me for right now. Well, we're getting close to the end, everybody. Hang in there with me. We got factory or remodeled of the RV. I like both, but by having a new RV, I like to have it just factory. Leave it as it is. I liked it when I checked it out, and I'll put a link above to show you guys when I first bought it. But my old TIMROVER, the old rig, I did do a lot of remodeling, so it was kind of dated. So if it's dated, sure, I don't mind remodeling, but right now, it's going to stay factory. Maybe I'll do a few other little tidbits, but right now it's all factory. I love it though, pretty cool. Number 26, this is pretty easy. I've tried both, an RV shower or an RV bathhouse. I like the convenience of my own shower because it just I feel more comfortable there, and I have been to an RV bathhouse before, and basically you have to wait on other folks to finish taking a shower, and then you don't know what they're going to leave behind. And I've seen really awful bathhouses, and I've seen some nice ones too, but nothing like your own shower and your own toilet. That goes back to that composting toilet we talked about earlier. No. Number 27, you have the Clam tent. Those are those round pop-up tents. But remember, when you have an RV or whatever you got to have some place to store it. Because you can have all these nice toys and all these nice appliances and gadgets, but you don't have anywhere to put them. Now you're going to turn into a hoarder or whatever the case may be. So right now, the awning for me, because I had it in the previous TIMROVER, took a little bit more time to deploy, but the new TIMROVER, I hit a button, she comes out, hit another button, she goes back in. But if there was a high wind, she go right back in, because I almost lost an awning of the previous TIMROVER. So my choice is going to be the awning. Number 28, move weekly or move monthly. I like to stay in one spot for a while just to check things out, like here in Quartzsite, Arizona. But if I'm in a different small town, like I was in Albuquerque, I was only there for, I think, a day or two. It wasn't long at all. Or when I was in Benson, Arizona for one night. So basically, it depends on where I'm going and where I'm trying to get to. So once I'm at my location, I'll stick with monthly. So monthly for me. Let's see what we got here, guys. We're almost there. We got 2 more to go. Here we go. Hotspot, or what was that again? I forgot. Hotspot in the rig or RV park Wi-Fi. So hotspot in the rig or RV park Wi-Fi. That's kind of iffy, because you go to an RV park, they'll say free Wi-Fi, but it's not really free. When I say free, you're going to pay for something. When I say pay for something, it's going to be slow. All the parks that I've been to over the years of the RV parks, the Wi-Fi has been horrible. Hate to say that, but that's the truth. So I do have 2 hotspots. One of them I do like. One of them I'm going to change over to the one I do like. That way I have 2 hotspots, but it's nothing like your own Wi-Fi. But if push comes to shove, you go to an RV park, they have Wi-Fi, that's all you have, use it. But me, I'm going to stick with my own Wi-Fi. Number 30, we have the Blackstone or charcoal grill. Well, I've had the charcoal grill before. It can be kind of a nuisance just because you have to lug the grill around, lug the charcoal around, you have to store your lighter fluid, then find a safe place to put it and have a nice fire and cook out. But after a while, you got to put the embers out of the charcoal, make sure they're out. You got to throw those in the trash can, clean the grill. There's a lot of different variants. Maybe if I was at a Sticks and Bricks, it'd be kind of different. Just because I can do that later. You guys know what I'm talking about. So you can do that later, clean it up. But anyway, all jokes aside, I love the Blackstone type grill. But now I have to nominate a few other folks. So So if they're up to the challenge, I hope they're up to the challenge, is that it's going to be Kim and Darrell from Some Days Here. And actually, Kim, she's a great cook. She has tried different things out. And I'm quite sure she's tried all kind of other things down the road, because they've been doing this here way before I started camping. So I'm going to ask Kim and Darrell to see if they can take this challenge. I'll put them in the description below. Who else we can try out? Oh, here's a guy. He likes a lot of different gadgets. I'm quite sure he's tried things out over the years. It's Bruce from the RV Enthusiast. You guys got to check him out. I'll put links for these guys below. And Bruce, he's a big gadget guy like myself, big innovator. So I'll ask Bruce, see if he can do it as well. I've asked these guys before to do it, and they might be up to the challenge. We'll see what happens. And they are folks from Get Gone With Us. That'll be Chuck and Cheryl. And I know Chuck likes a lot of different things. He's been out here a while. He has Maggie, the RV, and Cheryl, she does a lot of other cool stuff as well. So I'm going to ask them to see if they're up to the challenge. It's Get Gone With Us with Chuck and Cheryl. Guys, that's it. 30 questions. That was a lot of questions. Thank you for hanging in there with me. That was a lot even for me, because I'm used to just the 10, something real simple. But that'll be it. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, the subscribe button below, and I'll bring other tips, tricks, ideas to the channel, Eugene the Jeep, to the big rig, and you name it. But until next time, guys, take care of yourself, be good to yourself. See you next time. Bye.